showtime.
OnlySlabs.
Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here, and for the Great Wall of Comics, it's Saturday, it's Slabber Day, it's time for OnlySlabs. And the man who's living about 60 seconds in the future from me, apparently, according to his computer, joins me, ladies and gentlemen, Chris the Comic Vet, who, we are, with anything precise. I'm very OCD when it comes to starting my show on time, or even when I'm on other people's shows of going, come on now, it's time to start. Chris backstage, you were sitting there, come on, it's time to start. And I'm sitting, your timer was saying 0 seconds to go, it was showtime. Well, my timer here was showing 60 seconds to go to showtime. How is it living in the future?
You guys want to know who's going to win the presidential election?
I'm afraid to even find out. That's the problem.
It ain't good. It ain't good.
No matter who wins, it ain't good.
It ain't
Very
good.
good. All right. Bravo. All right. That'll be our politics for today. Ladies and gentlemen, today's show is a special show. We have had guests from multiple continents on this show, but never have we had a guest so far in the future that they join us from tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, our first Australian to grace this show, waking up at, my God, it's early.
As a guest.
Zars, how are you today?
Good yourself, guys.
Good.
Well, we're just ducky. We're happy to have you with us, of course. You have a wonderful collection behind you, and I can't wait to hear about them and see, of course, more importantly, the books you brought with us. But before we get into you, we do have to say hello to the chat. It's required via YouTube law. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Romper Room.
Romper bumper, stomper boo, tell me do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play?
Well, hey, Liz Crucius is here. Hooray! What up, everybody? Robert Monroe is stopping by to say hello. Brian LCS, he's on the road, but he's going to catch the replay. Hey, Brian, good news for you and anyone else watching the replay. Shortly after this goes into the recorded mode, I'll add the start time of when the show starts showing slabs. You can just click that and jump straight ahead, bypass this hullabaloo. But hey. Well, I'm here reminding everybody that everything we do here on this channel goes to comics, support comics and cancer, so super chat away, become a member. Brian says, yes, I'm a member. I can't wait to see the C3 booth at King Kong and at Heroes Con. And then he drops the first super chat. Well, thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate that. Here you go.
That shoulder every time.
Shop for comics. Afternoon all. Ryan Riley saying hello from Tennessee. El Green Machine says, hey, rock and roll all. I've been a member for 10 months. Thank you so much. Collecting with Durs, working till 4, but wishing all you dudes a legendary show. A massive amount of heart. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Comiverse. Good afternoon, everybody. The Izzyverse and the Comiverse collide. Is that a multiverse?
Or
Possibly.
It's good. Yes, Izzy, of course, letting us all. He's now a goon. It is true. He recently upgraded, now a member of the Goon Squad. Welcome to Izzy to the Goon Squad. Hulk Collector 82. Kevin, hey everyone, I'm just here multitasking. Mad Spidey says, never fear, I'm here. Please help Sean to get to 200 subs. Oh, yes, absolutely. Make sure you check out Sean's link is down below. We've updated his YouTube link. It's down there. So if you'd been before, maybe visiting Sean on his IG page, we found this out and you were trying to subscribe by clicking his YouTube link. It was his old name and it wasn't going anywhere. Now the link that we have here, right below here, that's working. Check him out. Conference is ready for some of that sexy slab in action. Absolutely. The real James Willie, not that fake James Willie. 13 months of being a henchman. Great job, boys. Absolutely. Jean Malot, thank you for joining us. Good afternoon, everybody.
Bonjour.
Fan Comics Man. It's sloppy slabbing Saturdays. Let's go. Wow. It's sloppy.
Wow.
Zara's here. Says, hey, Mad Spidey. Stephen C. Afternoon, henchman. Mark Spector. Hey, everyone. I'm still trying to get Mark Spector to join us one time. The problem is his schedule's so crazy. It's like I have to wait for a cancellation. I have to reach out to him to see if he's available. But one day, it will happen. We'll get Mark on this show. Wayne Deacon,
You know
Mad
Mark's not his
Spidey
real
just
name,
subbed him. Just subbed to him. Great. There you go. You just got another sub. Joseph Michaels, the adventurous Joe. Oh, Lord. You can make him stop dancing now. We're
Not
talking
yet.
about, yeah, he's got to get that tattoo. Once he gets that tattoo, we're removing him from the countdown. We'll have a new countdown.
Yeah.
I've been told it's going to happen supposedly in June. So he's still got 4 more months of this, and I got 4 months to. I got 4 more months to create a new countdown.
Yeah. We're not happy about it either.
Yeah,
So
really.
We're not happy about it either.
You know, it was a joke at one point, but it's just gotten old.
Yeah. We want it to happen.
Sometimes you just got to beat that horse into the ground.
Yeah.
Marty Aleko, hello.
Let's go.
Sorry. Happy Slabber Day from Canada. Let's see. Oh, hey, that guy Dale Suspense. Good morning, afternoon, and good evening, and good morrow. Is good morrow? Yeah, good morrow is for.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Couching and Slash with C Bizzle. Good afternoon, everybody. Oh yeah, hey, you could let us know, Zars. Who's winning the Super Bowl tomorrow?
What's
the Super Bowl? Yeah, okay. Sorry.
49ers.
Meatwad number 1. Good Saturday afternoon, everybody. Is Meatwad number 2 anywhere?
On Lonely Slabs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see, 23 Munch. Hello, Rob and friends. Absolutely. Kenneth Bird is here, everybody. Say hello. Let's see. Oh, hey, Marty there, dropping cure cancer, please. We wish it was just that simple, but we are happy to keep on trying.
You know, I'm very conflicted about how I'm supposed to feel watching this.
Hello, all, says Charmaine Deacon. Chuck Hensey. Afternoon, everybody. The Dr. Von Hoots comics from the Spiral Dimension here. Lone Eagle. Hello. Let's see. Who else have we spotted? Chop and Drop. Good afternoon. Dead Man. Oh, good day, good slabbers. Absolutely. Let's see here. This is Dead Man. We're dropping in saying hello, happy Slabber Day, favorite show on the interwebs. Well, thank you so much. Can't thank you enough for that. Mr. Comics 89's here. I have not yielded, and as you can see, I'm not dead. It's true. Scroll through here. Who else is saying hello? Well, Papa Wheelie drops in. Sup, peeps? Papa Wheelie, thank you so much. Appreciate you, sir.
Bet she gives great helmet.
Kiss me. No. Lord helmet, what? You're needed on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door. Knock next time.
I did not see you playing with your dolls.
Hey now, peeps. Johnny Five Alive. No disassemble. Let's see here. What else we got here? What? But has it gotten as old as my undies? I'm not sure what we're talking about, but that's gotten weird.
The countdown.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. I don't think that's true. That's a fallacy. Bang bang. Yeah, I know. Your dog's not in the hunt. I got it.
I know.
Well, Boar,
Hello, Wellbore.
hello. Let's talk neighbors.
Oh, man.
Oh, DVH.
For those in the know,
Oh,
Yeah.
understand.
If you know, you know.
Kylie
Oh my
Minogue.
God.
Okay.
Let's see. Wrapping this up. I think we getting everybody as I'm
Hold on,
scrolling. Oh,
Rob.
nope, nope, nope. I see Jesper. How you doing? Sweden's here representing. All right, that's the end of the chat. I think we've said hello to everybody. If I missed anybody, I apologize greatly. Before we get to Zars, there's one last thing because I totally flipped up last week and did not do this, and I super apologize. We do have to recognize the channel members. 100% of this channel's revenue does go to Comics Curing Cancer. Those members are a huge portion of that, those memberships. So I want to thank them every single week, starting off here with our Goon Squad at the $5.99 a month. Those guys, Son of a Bruce, Stephen C., Legion of Comics, DJ Links, Dr. Von Hoots, Comics from the Spiral Dimension, That Guy Dale Suspense, The Comic Viking, Justin Birch Letters, The Comic Vet, Austin LeMay, Collecting with Durs, Mad Spidey, Brian LCS, Izzyverse NYC, Chuck Hensey, Comiverse, Deadman, Anachronic Comics, Colossus Collector, JG, My Nerdy Collection, Daymares, and still only 35 cents. Also at our $2.99 a month level, our henchmen, Travis Vick, Actual Dracula, Jack B. Comics, PSN Green Hoaxer, Digger Jim 720, Blue Alien Comics, Comic Ozzy, Flo Dameron, Gary B. The Casual Comic Guy, Beckerman, Sector 2815, The Real James Willie, Chaos in Comics, Marty Alechko, Trev the Shipping Guru, Circumstances, Remy Kuhn Studios, Comics by the Bay, Comic Journey, Matt 268 Comics with Murdoch, Comic Man Andy, Cup of Comics, Burke Family 54 Comics, Switch Comics, Ben Parker Comics, Seth 11, Hulk Collector 82, Izzyverse NYC. Oh, well, I got to remove Izzy from there. He's on the Goon Squad side now. Comic Bookworm, El Green Machine, TM Nerdy, Lone Eagle, Shattered Glass Collectibles, G Malo, Triple G Comics, Norrin Rad, Aggressively Relaxing Cat Fan Comics Man, Collectible Inc., Taylor Winder, Philtastic Comics and Art, KBTM, Mon Comics, Milt Miller, Cole's Comics Claims, Wellbore, Papa Wheelie, Team Ohana, Charmaine Deacon, Wayne Deacon, Cali Comics, Mr. Comics 89, The Immortal Biggie Shack. I forgot to remove them from this. What the hell?
Get it together, Rob. Come on.
I updated this. This card didn't update. I updated this.
Focus.
God bless America. Well, Dagger cards. S. Vaughn 82 is not on the list anymore. Actually, he dropped off. Ryan Riley. So I know I updated this card, but for some reason it didn't upload properly. Chop and Drop 2013, Jesper Arca, Lascrucious Southern Comic Geek Canadian Survivals, Meatwad #1, 23 Monch, Yeah Man 156, Comic Addicts, and The Adventurous Joe Joseph Michaels. That drives me crazy. And I changed it. I took new images. I uploaded it, but for some reason, StreamYard reverted back to the old cards. It's
Welcome to live streams, everybody.
Dude, that is so frustrating.
Sometimes it just doesn't work out the way that you hoped, but
you do the work.
Shout out to Biggie that's joined us, Rob. It's okay. And
no, I'm a perfectionist, damn it.
Cup of Comics has joined us as well. Will, good to see you here.
Instead of uploading them, I'm going to start screen sharing it or something and do it on a slide deck. Man, yeah, exactly. My OCD is in full effect. All right. Well, enough with that. That's not what people want to see. People want to see you, Czars. Welcome to the show, Sean. Happy to have you with us. Give everybody that synopsis. Tell them why they should follow you or subscribe to you.
Thank you very much for having me, guys. I started my channel directly because of Mad Spidey and Simple Simon. So you
played it on Simon?
Yeah, just kept getting caught up in their videos and stuff like that. So decided to set up my own channel. I do a lot of, as you can see, toys and collectibles and comics as well. And I also a seller at shows. So sometimes I do videos from the other side of being a part of the universe or community. So
Nice.
if you enjoy random videos, I don't really have a set schedule like a lot of YouTubers do. So
So what they need to
random
do is
videos.
when they subscribe, they need to hit that notification bell so they
Yeah,
know when you drop videos rather than relying on a set schedule.
that's right. And
Okay.
it ranges, as I said, from unboxings to lives, just showing my weekly hauls and weekly pickups. So there is something for everyone, just a bit inconsistent at the moment. But that's the aim for this year, to get something on a schedule and try and be a bit more consistent.
Phenomenal. So a good mix of comics and toys and figures and whatnot.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
All right.
shame.
Well, we're here to talk about graded comic books. As interesting as all the toys are behind you, maybe we'll show one toy off at some point during the thing. But let's go ahead and start with your first comic book that you brought today for us.
So the first book I bring is a book that I recently got, and it came all the way from Rob.
Yes.
All part of the C3 pickups that I made this year. So we have Batman and Robin Adventures #7. It was very hard for me to get in on all the sales and stuff that was happening with C3 with time difference. So I wasn't able to get as much as I would have liked to, but I picked up a few things here and there. This was the first purchase I made for
That was
C3.
that was one of the books that I regret a little bit. A little piece of me regrets a little bit giving up because I love that cover. I love the ventriloquist, and I love that the Batman animation style for him. That's why I've actually gone and had one of the animators do a sketch cover for me of that, and I was a little bit disappointed the way he drew it. I wanted it more like that cover, but
Well, in saying that, I had never even taken any notice of this cover until I had seen it in the previews you were doing for the sales.
uh,
And when I did see it, then it was one of the things that I had in my head that I needed to jump on
Dead Man
getting.
Thing, his
That's his
favorite Bat
favorite
villain.
book.
Yeah, nice, awesome.
All right. Second book is another book that came from the States recently, and it is X-Men #7, which I got in Nick's mystery boxes that
Oh,
I was able to pick up this year. Again, it's not normal that Americans will send mystery boxes down to the Australia. So when Nick said he would, I jumped on it straight away.
I like,
And it's
go ahead,
sorry.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, this was obviously one of the main books as part of the mystery box.
Yeah. No, I hope that more will. I know ever since early on, I was pushing people, hey, look, you know what? I'll sell them wherever you are in the world. I don't care. If you're willing to pay the difference in shipping, like if I say it's X amount in the US, including shipping, then great. That I know a part of that, like $15, whatever on a mystery box going to shipping. Great. I'll give you a $15 credit towards the shipping and you pay the rest. It's no skin off my teeth. I wish more people would do that to help bring the world a little bit closer together on this whole collecting.
I can understand why some sellers don't want to. It is a lot of effort to be able to box it up properly to send all the way down here. But
It's this much more effort than it is to ship it across the country.
but some people might not want to put that
I think
little bit more.
I
I think
it's
some
very-
people may be intimidated by doing a
Yeah.
commercial invoice.
it's
that might be
fear
the-
of the unknown.
Yeah, no, I do because I even see like some people who are like regular sellers who sit there and they'll sit there and say like, "Oh well, I'll ship, but you got to create the commercial invoice and everything and give it to me," because they don't even want to learn how to do it, and it's like not difficult at all. But
You notice it a lot, even like for us to try and buy on eBay. Like a proper seller who really goes into it has a decent price shipping to get you, and
Yeah.
then just the other people who really don't want a thing, you're talking $120 for one book.
Stop being a jerk and help an Aussie out, he says. After I just shipped him a big box that's on his way to him right
Yeah.
now.
You'll get praises when he does the video of the opening. You're not
yeah.
a jerk anymore then. So,
Happy
next
to.
book is also another book from C3
Oh,
this year.
Gates.
Yeah, and it's CBCS book, which was part of my C3 purchases. So,
Signed Donnie Cates.
yeah. So I was able to meet him once a long time ago before I was really collecting, so didn't have much signed by him. So when I seen this come up with signature and CBS, because I don't really have CBCS, don't really have many slabs, I thought I'd pick it up just to be able to say I have a different slab
Yeah.
in the collection. So it's interesting seeing the difference in the slabs as well.
Yeah, those are
'Cause,
pretty solid slabs.
well, the CBCS one is a lot more like our Halo ones that I will show a bit later on
Right.
than the CGC slab is. With the sort of same look, which is good. Alrighty, next book, which will be the last one from the C3 main stuff that I received this year.
Yes. Yes. I'm glad an Australian is holding up Captain America in the forefront. That is impressive.
Whose son is this? Miko on this one?
It is, yes,
Right.
Miko.
I was trying to remember who. I had a lot of books come through my house for C3, so I was trying to remember.
This one, just like the chances of us seeing anything like this in Australia available to buy would be 1 in a million, I would say, especially with the signature.
Yeah. And he did a blue and red signature on that.
Yeah. Well, when I was in Canada last year was the first time that I seen that like multicolored signatures was even a thing.
Right.
And then when this came up in your auction with the colored signature series label and just the book in general, it was something I needed to jump on.
Sean, what's the back cover look like?
Sorry?
What's the back cover look like?
Oh, back? No.
Chris likes to look. Check out the ass.
Yeah.
So basic back cover.
Okay.
So this says it's a big time collectibles and Epic Nation collectibles exclusive.
Nice.
So, and being a Civil War cover, I collect the Civil War variant covers. So another reason to jump on this.
There we go. Mark from Legion Comics says, awesome hearing the Canadian excited for an Austria to rep Captain America.
My heart does belong to the United States. Yeah. Show 2 Comic Book Countdown. Let's join us.
Yes, a book booty.
Yeah. And Colossus Collector, another Canadian. He's just joined us.
Hey.
Booty, I like that.
So the next book, now that being on this show, you might be able to give me a bit more information on exactly what would give you this colored label. So it is Luke Cage Hero.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah, you get a purple label. So
Yeah.
that's a refurbished or not refurbished. Is it refurbished? They use the term
It
Restored?
says restoration
restore.
includes
Yeah,
small amount of color. Like I
yeah.
cannot for the
You'd
life of me.
you'd have to get like a black light and stuff and take a look and see. But basically, color touch typically is a spot probably in the black borders or something where it has
Scientific.
where there's some cracking of the color had occurred, and somebody took a. It could be anything from unprofessional restoration where somebody's just taken a freaking Sharpie and tried to color it into somebody who's used other materials stuff to try to color it in to kind of make it look more presentable. So that's usually what they talk about with color touch. Somebody's touched up, almost like if you took your car and you got a rock chip and you got some of the touch up paint and just kind of that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well,
Sean, would you mind reading? Sean, would you mind
Sorry?
reading the right side of that purple label, man?
the right side, it says origin and first appearance of Luke Cage, first appearance of Diamondback, Willis Striker.
It's a big time book. I know Rob just picked one up recently. He's been chasing a Luke Cage for a while. Yeah, they are. It's such an important book, and with the news that maybe Mike Coulter is going to be returning to the Luke Cage role, this book is going to go back up again. Yeah,
In all honesty, that him in that role is the reason why I was chasing this book, because I normally don't follow the main characters, so I'm not a big Spider-Man fan or Superman, Batman fan, so I go for weirder characters, and that's main reason why I went for this book. But I didn't really take much notice of the purple label when I was purchasing it, and looking at it in person, I really can't tell where they did the color restoration on this book. So
yeah, it's a great book. It's a great book.
it was a birthday purchase for myself. So next book I have is one of a few Spider-Man books that I do have, even though I say I'm not a collector. I bought this last year. Signature series book as well.
So you go from saying you're not a big Spider-Man guy to showing
I'm
one of the
not.
most important Spider-Man keys that have ever been created. That's pretty good, man.
That's the only reason I have it, because it is a key. And I honestly thought that I would never meet Jim Shooter. So to have a book signed from him, I jumped on it. And then when I was in Canada last year, I happened to meet him in person. So I've got some books that are a bit more important to me signed by him.
Very good. Whereabouts in Canada were you?
So I was in Toronto. I went to Fan Expo.
Yeah.
So I was lucky enough to meet him and what's his name now? The guy who did 300. His
Frank
name's
Miller.
leaving my Frank Miller and Joe Casita.
Yes.
So met a few guys last year.
Yeah.
But
So we've walked on the same grounds because I was at Fan Expo as well.
yeah, I did see you, but I didn't know who you were back then. No. But I did see you at the show, and I seen some of the other YouTubers filming.
good.
So we got Spider-Man, and to make myself look even more like an idiot, my next book is another Spider-Man book.
Before you do, real quick, I gotta recognize is where I'm getting chatted and getting sent copies of receipts. Mark from Legion of Comics sent a $5 super chat, but for some reason, it's not showing up in the feed. So
I didn't see it either, Rob.
No, because it hasn't posted. I just even looked at the starred.
I didn't
It's not
see it
there.
here either.
No, because it didn't post up on either. It didn't
Strange.
start, the chat didn't pop up on our side, but he just sent me the receipt. Shows he just purchased it today during the thing. So maybe it posted to some other stream, but let's give Mark the recognition that he deserves. Thank you so much for that super chat, sir.
That's not what it looks like.
YouTube took my money and ran.
It's totally not what it looks like. Just a quick question from the chat. Colossus Collector, who is Canadian, he's asking, how did you enjoy Toronto's Fan Expo?
It was awesome. I did a video about it as compared to our shows. The shows in America and in Canada leave ours for dead. One seller at the Fan Expo had more books than all the sellers we get at a show have completely.
Czars, if you ever make it out the Heroes Con, holy cow.
Yeah. Well, I've done Wizard World in Philadelphia a few years ago.
Very nice.
Which was pretty big. And I did a show in Scotland. So I did Scotland Comic Con a few years back as well.
And the difference is, I mean, it's hard to explain to people because a lot of these shows, they're so pop culture. You know, yeah, there's a bunch of comic vendors, but there's so much of it is other stuff as well. But when you talk about Heroes and you think of a massive con on the American con scale size, but literally 80% of it is comic books. That there's, you're talking, you know, to be conservative, you know, 90 to 100 comic book vendors, you know.
All right.
It's insane.
Well, it is on my list of things to do.
Well, hopefully one day we'll get you out here for that. Anyways, let's get back into some books. There you go. Dropping another sub for Czars. Excellent. We're getting you some subs today, sir. Oh,
thank you very much.
Hold on a second here. Whoa.
Oh, my.
Look at this. Look at this. Not a fan of Spider-Man. Let's go.
So we have a Halo slab. This is old school Halo. So one of their first slabs.
Look at us.
Like, are you sure it's not a Halo slab?
And then you got Stanley signed, obviously.
Yeah.
Trade back. So obviously when you see the newer Halo slabs coming up a bit later, you can see that he has improved over the years.
It's not as much about them.
Yeah.
But Perez and Milt Miller.
So this was just another book that was a good deal. Sorry.
So, as fantastic as it is that we finally have a Halo book on this show, I gotta shout out Stan Lee. This could be the best signature placement we've ever had from Stan Lee on this show, and we've had quite a number of Stan Lee signed books. This, dare I say, is perfect placement on the Spider-Man book. That is just perfect, like great, because we've had some terrible ones, like Rob, like terrible, just like.
I think I've got a few coming up in the rest of the books.
And what's great is it's in a contrasting color. I mean, because half the time Stan would sign this in black.
Yeah, that's
the funny. I've got like 5 Stan Lee signatures, and not one of them was in black. They're all gold or silver.
Well, I'm just saying that he would sign black on black because
he's not afraid.
But that's awesome.
What year did he sign this book? Is it dated for when the autograph actually took place?
No. It does have a date, but I'm pretty sure that's more just when the book was actually done. It says April 2013.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure that's when this book was running.
Yeah, because it actually is one of his nicest signatures we've had also.
So was it one that you had? Was it a witnessed, or was it one that you sent in and they verified?
No, this
Or
I
did-
just bought it as it
Or do
is.
they? Is it? Or do they verify it, or do they just slap it and say it's?
Well,
what it is.
with the books that I do have that I sent in, he was there and he verified them. This was just a purchase as is, so I couldn't tell you if it was verified.
Okay,
or
so Halo doesn't verify the signature or anything. They just
they do when I got mine. Like he was at the actual show in attendance.
So this one's basically just there's writing on a book.
It says signed, but I couldn't tell you the whole process of what actually happened with this one without speculating.
Okay, well, I didn't know if you
happened.
know, because, like, for example, the CBCS one you held up earlier would say on it either witnessed or it says verified. So witnessed, they had somebody saw it get signed. Verified, they use electronic verification to see if it was done. So that's why I was curious if.
Well, technically, it does say on the label under the name certified.
Autograph.
Okay.
Autograph.
So it's
All right.
okay.
But
Shout out to Kamikaze.
So in some shape or form, then they're certifying that it's authentic. Fair enough.
that's right.
Because like if you send it to CGC and they don't witness it, you get a green label that says like name written on
Writing.
book.
Yeah. I know. That'll come up a bit later.
Oh, you found that out the hard way, did we?
I haven't, but that's the reason why I got some of the books slabbed by Halo.
Right. Got it.
Okay, this is one of the older books I have in my collection, and I think one of only a few DC books that I have slabbed.
Very nice.
Early
look at that.
Justice
Beneath
League.
the trees, she has knees.
Beneath her knees, she's becoming a tree.
And as you can see, the Halo slab.
That's a much better looking slab. It's now about the comic book and not, hey, we're Halo.
Right.
Yeah. Show the back.
Yeah, the backside
One
fine.
of the-
You can have it, yeah. Get a Frontier
better back
for
covers.
$1.
Yeah.
So when I first started collecting, I did collect DC, but I was more of a Marvel guy. And this book came up, and I thought it'd be a good investment book to try and upgrade to something later on down the track. So grab this.
Nice. There you go. Dead Man saying one of the best 60s covers for JLA.
It was.
Can't disagree. Can't disagree.
Bub says that he's always liked that Justice League book as well.
Yep.
Welcome, Bubs.
Now, so I have Fantastic Four, and this is another book signed by Stan Lee.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
I like that he signed it for the greatest creation he ever did.
So, as you can see, so another Halo slab.
Yes.
And
Hector. I'm sorry. Oh, they even got a little Stanley special label there too.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Hector. Yes, this is a Halo is an Australian grading company. As you can imagine, trying to ship stuff to CGC from Australia is damn near ridiculously expensive. You have to mortgage your home. So they have their own grading company down there that's expensive, but it's more convenient and less expensive than shipping books to America.
So this was part of Stan Lee's one of his last signings in Australia in 2017. And especially for the show, they did the label.
I wonder if this label predates CGC doing their custom labels.
Ooh.
Well, this was 2017, November.
I think it was.
It's close.
So,
Yeah.
It's pretty damn close.
It's definitely before they started doing their special signature labels, because the
okay.
signature labels are definitely something much sooner. But
Mark Andrews, Australia has a grading company, but Canada does not. Not for comics. However, when it comes to trading cards,
for the longest time, though,
there's many of them. KSA comes to mind.
for the longest time, there was CBCS at least had a Canadian ship to location,
Right.
but
Well, the guy who actually slabs these, I've heard rumors, if they're true, actually worked for CGC and then started his own company here. If the stories are real. So, but yeah, this
I
was
mean,
the first.
nobody
Sorry.
has to. Nobody has to. I mean, it's CGC is just a grading company. Anybody can become a grading expert if they spend time reading. Learn the thing from the the ins and outs of the um, Overstreet Guide and everything else like that, and learn. But anyways,
He is pretty good with his grading from most things that I've seen. And obviously, he tries to keep up with the times doing custom labels and stuff like that. There's another version of this label which I'll be showing a bit later on that has a few different changes, but you can see that obviously it has Supernova, which was the show Stanley was at
oh, okay,
when he signed this and verified.
very cool.
So
Yeah. Yes, Biggie. It's a Australian grading company.
So next up is another book that I got in the same casing.
Oh, very nice.
So
Okay,
this
so we have Mike's
was a-
deck on this book, right across
Yeah.
Spider-Man, and Stan Lee as well.
Yep, down there over the dynamic forces
Oh,
symbol.
nice.
So yeah, this was a book that I got from Dynamic Forces, obviously signed by Mike Zek with the certificate. I showed it to the guy.
That's pretty good, Class Collector. Now I want a room full of Halo slabs. So when you flick on the light switch, you automatically hear the Halo Mong chanting. That's pretty good.
So he was happy to verify the signature because it come with certificate.
Nice.
So
I haven't seen this cover before. Rob, have you?
No, this is a variant, obviously.
Right. But yeah, that's
This is
I
obviously
think there's
the
a
second
1,000.
Secret Wars, but
yeah, that's
There's a
very
1,000
nice.
copies.
oh, it's a
of it.
Dynamic Force. It's a Dynamic Forces cover,
Mhm.
so it's
Yeah.
one of their exclusive covers. That's
But yeah, I haven't seen
I
it.
didn't see that
Yeah.
before. The show that he was at. So
Oh.
he did the custom back label. And you have obviously the back. But another thing he did, it's not going to be easy to see. In the code here, there's the SZ, which is my initials as part of the barcode for knowing who had the book. It was just something he did.
interesting. This is like a one-man show thing, similar to EGS.
Yeah, he pretty much is a one-man show. So
That's awesome. All right, do
now-
one more, and then we'll take a break.
yeah, that puts us about halfway.
Beautiful.
Okay.
This is probably the oldest or second oldest book I have in my collection.
Yeah.
Woo! 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 Woo!
Those were some weak ass reviews.
So
Yes, that is terrific.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel and Shazam is one of my favorite characters. So I wanted to get something when it was under the Wiz Comics
Yeah. So
banner.
is that 43 or
50 year is 44, 6th of
44?
44.
Okay.
So yeah, number 55 was just an awesome cover. And it's the PGX obviously as well, another slab that I didn't have. So
That's their old,
grabbed.
that's their old label. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
some people argue that that's when they were good.
Well, it's very rarely that we even see PGX here.
It's
Like we'll
rare
get
that
a
you
lot
see it.
of we'll get a lot of TGC and CBCS and CBC, but PGX is very rare
Yeah.
to find.
There's like actually this is actually their second label because their first label was before they were using PGX as a name. They were using GCC or something like it was something that's very similar to CGC, and they got in trouble because it was
Okay.
they had to change their name.
Oh, I have to keep my eyes out
But
and see
but
if I find
that's
something.
also how the CGC labels looked in that same era. Was the CGC labels looked just like that too?
Old school, like
Yep.
Mhm.
the halo presenting himself on the back.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that puts us
Very
halfway.
very cool.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. We're gonna go ahead and throw up our hashtag for our first giveaway. Give us hashtag Aussie Aussie Aussie. Come on, Zars. I said it. You have to reply.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi,
Oi,
oi.
oi, oi. There we go. So, anyways, give us a hashtag Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. We're going to be giving from our giveaway bin. We'll be doing at least 6 pulls, chance of slabs, chances of DC mystery packs, or grab bag. What are they called? Mystery? Are they DC?
DC Walmart retailer.
Walmart packs, those things. Checks for fat stacks of comics, chances for mug, all kinds of stuff in there. So we'll be doing that here in just a moment. Czars, while we're letting people do that, and people are taking this opportunity also to make sure that they follow you there on Instagram and of course subscribe to your YouTube channel. Do you have anything coming up for people that they should be where they should be looking for you?
Well, I've got an unboxing video that I'm in the middle of editing for a Sideshow collectible premium format statue, which is probably getting ruined because it's in the background at the moment. But I've got that coming up. I'll probably end up popping up at some stage on Spidey's Outback tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow
Tonight.
for you.
Today.
Yeah.
Tonight for us.
In a few hours for me. And I am trying to get myself back into doing some more regular videos, hopefully coming up in the next few months. So
Awesome.
We'll get there.
Awesome. How about you, Chris?
Well, before I begin, we got 66 people watching right now. Make sure that you hit that like button, everyone, please, so we can get the show in front of even more people. Myself,
and we do ship internationally on our wins. So
very true. I just dropped a video yesterday, the top 10 highest selling graded comic books for this past week on eBay for the week ending February 8th. And let me tell you, the number 3 book is usually the one that's holding the top spot, but DC decided to flex all over this list. So if you haven't seen it when this show is over, or when you're done watching Saturday Night Live on Triple G, swing over and check out that particular video. This Wednesday, we'll be doing Show Us What You Got, the live new comic book day hangout, where it's an open invitation. And right now, I'm a part of a 3-channel collaboration where we're having multiple prizes, including a large crown jewel prize of slabs. All you have to do is make sure that you're a channel member for myself, Izzyverse NYC, or Brian LCS for your opportunity to win. Rob?
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Everybody, while you're doing this, also don't forget, hit that like and thumbs up button if you don't mind. It helps us get in front of more eyes. As you know, everything that this channel does goes to support Comics Curing Cancer. That ad revenue comes in, that the extra, hey, it's a few dollars. Every few dollars helps. So hit that like button. We'd really appreciate there. let's see here. While we're giving everybody just a moment longer, also remind you, you can check out the merch shop, fatstacksmerch.com. Links down below. You can get OnlySlabs shirts, including the Chris the Comic Vet. Would you mind reading us what's on the right side of that label shirt? Or the new Goon Squirt shirt, the Grand Order of Obsessed Nerds. Those are among other things that are available there on the OnlySlabs Fat Sex merch site. All those proceeds from merch sales go to Comics Curing Cancer. Oh, what?
Jack B.
Free. Yeah.
Oh, did I just miss?
Donated.
Oh, okay. Whoa, hey, Jack B, thank you so much for the cause. Super chat rolling in here. Appreciate you, sir, for that. Let's see. We haven't done this one yet.
That's the first time I ever asked for anything I really wanted.
All right, so this is our last call. 70 people in here keeping their eyes right now. 54 entries. Hashtag Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. I'm going to be hitting the spin here in just a moment as I stall to give you all just that much more time to enter it in there and get it to register. Because in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wheel of fish.
Watch your back, Rob.
Winner is boom,
Trev.
Trev the Shiving Girl. Congratulations, Trev. All right, Czars, you are going to be picking books for Trev, either a number 1 through 10 from the front, 1 through 10 from the back, or we can do some back to front action. We're going to be pulling at least 6 books.
We'll go 6 from the front.
All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right.
6 from the back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay.
Dead center.
Well, I don't know dead center, but here's about center. You want it the front of my finger, behind my finger, or both?
Behind your finger.
Behind. All right. 3 more books.
Run your hand, and I'll tell you when to stop. Stop.
Okay. Front, behind, or both? In front. Got it. Okay.
And stop.
Uh-huh.
Back.
Back. Okay.
And
One more.
One more, is it?
Yep.
And stop.
Okay. Front or behind?
Front. Front.
All right. Mad Spidey says you're a bastard for giving this book away to someone other than him.
No.
As we get into Haters 37.
Guy. Oh no, Trev. You know what though? Trev does appreciate beautiful covers, and that one is a beautiful cover, even though he's a DC guy. Speaking of,
Superman red and blue. Number 1.
Nice. Very nice.
Cool cover.
Silver Age Classics, Adventure Comics there. This Legion of Superheroes.
Right. You jinxed it, man.
Superboy, starring the Legion of Superheroes.
These are all
Mad Spidey, you should be happy you didn't win. It's all DC books besides one.
Batman, Detective Comics. Some more of this beautiful, this grayscale covers that we've been getting in here. And Daredevil 602.
all right.
That's a different cover.
I think you'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Congratulations, Trev. Those will be going on out to you. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and just slide. Oh, I was just going to slide Czars right in from that position, but you're good to go, sir. We'll get right back and let's get into some more books.
All right, we'll start off the second part with another Captain Marvel book, but this one is under the Captain Marvel title,
Nice.
not with. So it is from 46. So the 2 Captain Marvel books are the 2 older books that I have in my collection.
Nice. Yes. Golden. Those are great Golden Age books to have.
Sean, what does it say on the right side of that blue label there?
So this one says Captain Marvel visits Columbus, Ohio. I'm assuming that's what OH is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, these are. It's nice is that these Fawcett books, these Captain Marvels, there's a lot of them in there. If somebody wants to get these, depending upon what's on the cover, obviously the World War II covers expensive. A lot of the other ones, very, very affordable.
Yeah.
but not here. Like for me to find the two books that I do have was maybe 3 years worth of collecting before I actually seen any of them. So this is one of the other characters that I would like to actually get most of the books from, but I think it's going to be a very big struggle here in Australia to get them.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I
have
too
that.
have been to Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, next book we have is a book that I was looking for a while. It is
yeah,
Mad Love. So I tried finding this book raw here, and it was near impossible. So when I did find it slabbed, I just jumped on it straight away. So another Halo slab, as you can see.
Yeah.
But
so this of course is our Harley Quinn origin book, the for the animated universe.
Yeah. To show how basic our labels are. No information besides the fact that it's a book.
Comic book.
But yeah, awesome cover and awesome Batman book. So had to grab that.
No, yeah, that's a great book. This is one of those books that they've also started doing, just like Batman Adventures 12. There seems to be Mad Love and Batman Adventures 12. You see a lot as con reprints here in the States now lately.
Well, even at Toronto, they had a version of it by John Boy Myers,
Yeah.
which I picked up. So able to get that. Okay, sticking with DC.
Buy them twice weekly and still don't have one. You gotta get the Bubs. You also gotta get the second print. The cover on the second print is, I think, a little bit is better than the first print on it. But
on Mad Love,
yeah,
I've been very tempted by getting that book. I've seen it a few times now.
it used to be a lot more. Used to be for a while. The second print was selling for way more than the first print because of people liked the cover. Now they've kind of come back to earth, at least. But Omega Man now. Here we go. The main man.
I was lucky that I picked this book up a few weeks before it started jumping like crazy.
And it hasn't really calmed down either. Let's be honest. Like it's still climbing, and it's still got room to go.
But
I don't really know why. But
rumors that he may or people speculating that he could come over at some point. But I mean, this is a book that's super affordable, though. Here in the States, I'm going to preface everything because we've definitely looked at this recently. I mean, a 9.6 on this book is still can be had for $150 or less.
Yeah.
Now the 9.8 will cost you more, but I mean, a 9.6 is a solid book. 9.4 runs you between $100 to $115 here in the States, typically. If you can, I mean, you can get it for that. People are asking more, but what it sells for,
and that's pretty much on par when you convert to Australian dollars what I got it for. And then about weeks later, I think it was maybe a week later, they started speccing that Jason Momoa was going to be playing him. And I just seen the prices jumping like crazy. So I was lucky and happy that I got onto it before all the craziness kicked in. But having a Mega Man number 3.
nice.
So, okay. So now getting into the books that I was chasing avidly because I was collecting those books. So the two main runs that I do collect, one of them is the Defenders.
Nice.
So this was one of the first books I bought in the Defenders run. And this was one of the books that I sent off to Halo to get slabbed. So have that. Still back when he was promoting himself. So
Very
have
nice.
that.
First Starhawk.
Yeah.
Yep. Next book is we have some X-Men.
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, Colossus, or pardon me, well, Cyclops. He's such a good leader. Trying to drink all that water away so no one drowns. It's such a good guy. All new, all
In
different X-Men.
So in 2022, I got myself down to needing about 12 books for this X-Men run. And I ended up finding 7 books from one seller in one go. So this was one of the main ones that I needed. Picked this up. Obviously not the highest grade could have got, but
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. First Phoenix,
awesome.
It doesn't matter what the grade is. For an X-Men
Awesome.
collector, that's a nice shiny ruby on the crown jewel right there.
Awesome cover. And
collector's so thirsty. Yeah.
So we have that. It's the first of a few X-Men books to come up in this back end of the stuff that I do have. So this next book is, I think, the first X-Men book I bought when I started collecting because he's my favorite character.
Oh yeah.
First Gambit. Again, this was one of the books that I sent off myself to Halo to get slabbed when I sent off a few of the other books.
So, if you're a Gambit fan, do you consider this or the annual the first appearance?
Me personally, I consider this.
Okay.
But I do have both, obviously. So, in my stance in the debate is actual first appearance, not just a little section in a back cover or a little corner of a book.
So, but the annual, he's not just on the back cover or in a little section. He's throughout the book.
Yeah.
Right.
But
so this is a book where this is the first story appearance in storyline, first cover appearance, maybe even the first intended appearance. Whereas the annual was the first production.
That's right.
Appearance.
Everyone's going to have their opinion on what counts and what doesn't. So,
well, as Depeche Mode taught us, everything counts in small amounts.
My take on it is I don't really care.
If you want to collect this first appearance, just get both, right?
As an Arthur Adams fan, I would say the annual, but I get that. Get
being an X-Men fan and a Gambit fan, I'm collecting all the X-Men books and I'm collecting all the Gambit books. So
that's the right
whatever
answer.
you want to.
But if you always pull it out, if you always say, "Here you go, here's Gambit's first cover appearance," and just leave it at that, you've always got no one will ever argue with it.
Right.
I'm always covered.
That's right.
So this next book is the first slabbed book that I ever bought.
Ooh.
It was a CGC 9.0, but I ended up.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Oh, and it's signed.
Yeah.
Another one of those Stan Lee signature labels. Love it.
Yeah. So I ended up taking it out of the slab to get Stanley to sign it when I did meet him. So as I was showing before, so if you look at the label now, this one has my
Sean.
name
Nice.
and numbered because he did 10 labels specially barcoded and sequenced.
Wow.
So this is one of 10 of those labels.
That's a customization that CGC hasn't figured out how to sell yet.
Yeah.
Keyword
So,
yet.
yeah. But yeah, this was so not just one of the first slabs, one of the first comic books I bought
Nice.
was this. So, and then end up getting it signed. And as you can see, very close to being in a dangerous position with the signature.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had worse.
So,
And
Hey, if he had written across her face, that would have just been Stanley.
yeah.
so,
Yeah, definitely an underrated book. It's a book that for a while saw a spike, but then came back down to reality.
well, that's when we went to meet Stanley. So I was in America in August. I got back to Melbourne in September. Then they announced that he was coming in November to our show. So I looked and I was trying to find books that aren't the common books that everyone gets signed. So I was
Oh,
trying
so
to
you
find
got a
something.
Ravage 2099.
Yeah, no, not that extreme. I was new into collecting. So that's why I figured the She-Hulk would be something a bit different to get signed.
He's just pointing to. Don't forget, click on the link on YouTube. Yeah, I that's my dream. I think one day is to find a Stan Lee signed Ravage 2099 #1.
There might be a big search. So this is the last Halo book that I have. So
Jazz
another
hands.
That's right.
Night of the Jazz Hands.
This was another one I got signed in that time. And again, this is number 10 out of 10 in that sequence.
Nice.
So, Sean, where did he? Oh, I see it now. Okay,
Yep.
across the chest of the Sentinel there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I was lucky that when I met him, I got the VIP pass. So we were at the start of the line. If you see some of the placements when it got later in the day of where he was signing, there is
Yeah.
some people that weren't happy.
Yeah.
So, but in his defense, he was there it was a long day for him. It would be a long day for anyone and a person at his age that he was at that stage. And they made a point of telling everyone that he will not leave until he's signed everything that people had tickets for. So he was over 2 hours after his signing was meant to be done, still going through books, signing for people. So, okay, go back to CGC books. So this was a recent pickup as well. Another character that I'm starting to get into.
Static now?
Yeah, very nice.
Not easy to find static books here in Oz. So I think most of the books that I'm going to be able to find in his run are either going to be slabbed or beat up like crazy. But we have the blue cover from Static.
I don't know. He must have been asking about the Stanley. I think Spidey was asking.
Yeah, it was in Adelaide, Spidey. So we drove down there to meet him. An 8-hour drive to get to the con. Okay, so down to the last 4 books, and I think, the 4 biggest books I have in my collection.
Ooh.
So first start off with X-Men number 4.
Oh, God, Peter hit me!
Yeah!
Ow!
So at the start of this year, I was down to needing 3 X-Men. Oh, sorry, start of last year, needing 3 X-Men books, and this was one of them. So able to knock that off, and obviously CGC's custom team label, whatever you'd like to call it.
But the Green
So-
Scarlet Witch, very nice. Yeah, that's a book that really heated up during the COVID bubble. Yeah.
Is it Scarlet Witch or is it Polaris? Which is it?
Flip a coin for the cover. Yeah.
This was one of the other books that I needed.
Very nice.
Nice.
Yes.
So, as Rob knows, the only book I'm chasing now is the X-Men number 1, which gets me this run finished.
Hell of a need to grab, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean, would you mind reading us what's on the right side of that blue label, man?
So on this one, we have second appearance of the X-Men, first appearance of the Banisher, Telford Porter.
Yeah. Nice book.
So
Solid grade, too. Solid grade.
I spent a whole year looking for those. I had 5 books, the 3 big books, and I needed 2 random numbers in between. I found the first 2 numbers within the first few months of last year, and then I spent the rest of the year looking for the other 3, and the 2 of these came up within a week of each other. End up getting both books. So okay. Next book is the most recent pickup, and again goes against what I said about Spidey, but
Yeah! This is the best ever!
I'm calling shenanigans on this guy saying he doesn't like Spider-Man. Like this.
Well, no, he likes the Jackal, obviously.
yeah,
Because
I'm
everybody picks this book up for the Jackal.
He's a Conway collector. Yeah.
But yeah, so I picked this up on the weekend. So it was too good of a deal here to pass up on.
Nice.
And it was a book that I always did actually want, but I was trying to avoid Spider-Man because I came into collecting too late to try and backdate doing Spidey. So
Well, you could always
And
pick a
yet here
different
we are.
yeah,
You don't always have to
I'm-
start at 1.
I know, but if I'm gonna collect the whole run, I prefer to collect the whole run. So
Start on volume 2 then.
There's only one really big book in volume 2, so you're okay.
I started collecting just over 6.5 years ago, and it's taken me that long to get the X-Men run here.
Yeah.
544 books. So this next book, it's not an overly big book, but the grade is the special thing on it, and the story behind it, which some people may have heard.
Oh my God! What the? No freaking way! Oh my God! No! No! Shut the front door! No way! Seriously? Shut the front door! Shut the front door!
Oh my God. Oh my God. And it's a custom label. Oh my God.
Well, there's a big story behind this. So, in 2022, they announced that Perez was doing a signing. So, me and a mate sent 11 books to the States to get signed by Perez. And I sent this it was 10. It was already a CGC slab 10, and I sent it for them to crack and get him to sign in the hopes that it would stay a 10 and be signed. And all the crap happened with Perez. He ended up passing away. And for whatever reason, the idiots cracked the slab before the signing was even close to getting done. And they ended up putting Wolfman and Stalin in as signature people instead of Perez for the people who paid already. And out of the 11 books we had, 9 were done by the other 2. So obviously they got signed. And then I had the argument with them about getting this reslabbed. And it took a year and a half for me to get this book back without knowing what grade I was going to get. And then the added bonus was that I did get the Perez custom label, which it didn't have before. And I was lucky enough that it stayed at the perfect 10.
That's insane. Wow.
That's one of the nicest books.
Why would you send a 10?
I had in my head that if I was lucky enough to get it signed and it stay a 10, it would have been one of 3 in the world at that stage.
Or you're going like, if it gets signed and it takes a great hit, maybe it comes down to a 9.9. I'm still good, but
yeah, that's right. Or a 9.8 signed.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
but yeah, so it was the longest year of my life.
That was
waiting for
ballsy.
this-
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, that's
waiting.
A 9.8
Waiting.
for that particular issue is actually on my hunt list for this year. Yeah, that's a glorious cover. Like Perez has so many famous covers, but for me, this one might be one of the best just because it is one of the few crossovers, and it's Superman that's holding Mjolnir and Cap shield. Yeah, but in a 10,
Brilliant. That's a great way to end this out there, sir.
What a show.
Phenomenal showing. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing those with us. That's incredible. Well, we get ready to wrap up the show. Let everybody know our hashtag for our second drawing that we're going to do here in just a moment here is hashtag cancer sucks with that X. Go ahead and throw that up there. Don't forget also follow our guests on Instagram, Zars84, or on YouTube, Zars Collectibles Comics. Links are down below in the description. Everybody who's come out, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you coming out and showing the love for Zars. Thank you, Zars, for getting up early or staying up. You said you didn't?
No, I went to sleep for like an hour, but
well, thank you for taking a nap and catching and waking back up for us. And now you'll be able to go back to take a nap again before Mad Spidey's hangout in about
that's
5 hours,
aim.
4 hours, 5 hours, something like that. Coming up for me, guys, on Fast Axe channel, Monday, we will have a massive mail call. There's just too many boxes stacking up. I grabbed a bunch of stuff, and it is going to be mega. And then Thursday, we got a CGC unboxing coming up. A big submission of books. You can see the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to CGC submissions. And then next week, we'll be back here on Saturday once again for OnlySlabs. We'll be joined by Diesel Dan from Diesel Dan Comics. Will be joining us on OnlySlabs. All right, so go ahead and get that hashtag cancer sucks in there. We'll pull some more books out of here. And of course, you guys, check out Mad Spidey's Outback this afternoon, depending upon where you're located. Just hang out. Come on, hang out. Talk about pop culture or whatever's going on or whatever ails you. It's basically like hanging out in a pub.
Just come and chat neighbors.
Yeah. You can come, yeah, exactly. What other soap operas you might want to talk about? All right, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Banger. Here we go. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, only the internet knows.
Boom.
Bang! Kenneth
Bird.
Bird. Congratulations, sir. Here you go. All right. So this is for you, Chris. You get to pull for Kenneth.
All right.
What are we doing?
We got 60 people watching. Again, everyone, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Let's go 6 from the front, 6 from the rear.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right.
All right, let's let it ride.
Stop. Okay.
Those 2 books that your finger splits.
We got a fat stacks plus 6. So we'll come back to that plus 6. We got 4 so far. Let's pull the next 2 and then we'll do the 6.
Let's let it ride and stop. Okay.
And now we got 6 more.
Let's take the very first one and the very last one from the box.
Okay.
Since they really don't get much love from me. All right, let's let it ride and stop. Those 2 books.
Okay. Wow, that was a resounding thud. All right, now this time we'll go this way.
Stop. And those 2 books, your finger splits.
That's kind of a weird split. Usually it's the other way. All right.
Watch your back.
Time's here. All right, Kenneth. See what you got here. Ooh, look at this. Where Monsters Dwell, number 8. Starts you off some nice Bronze Age horror from Marvel. Monster books. Flash Rebirth, number 1. Get your boots on before you go off running.
No laces, though.
Let's see. Doomsday Justice League of America.
Nice newsstand.
We got the Silvestri McFarlane Scorched issue number 1.
Very nice.
Cool cover.
Yeah, you picked up a number of those that day.
How do you get all these on one time? I don't have a lot of Bronze Age horror in there, but man, Where Monsters Dwell, number 20.
Very nice. Very nice.
Let's see here. This is Virgin variant for Star Wars Hidden Empire issue 3.
Gorgeous cover.
Detective Comics 600.
Very nice. Nice key.
X-Men number 1.
Yeah. Cool book.
Again, they got effect symbols. I don't get it.
This is the Black Box Comics to get you your +6. Wilder number 1.
That's a nice cover too.
What the hell? Where Monsters Dwell 25? I swear I spread these things out, man. How the hell did you...
Holy cow!
You pulled all the goddamn freaking monster books at one time. Star Wars Bounty Hunters Alpha. Jeez Louise.
Yes.
I think there's still there's still some Bronze Age horror in there, but man, that was a... Oh, wait a second. There's still one more book. Avengers 326.
Yes. Well, Kenneth, I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you complain about anything.
Congratulations, Kenneth. My God, I can't believe all those came out at once. Guys, everybody, thanks for coming on out and joining us. Really appreciate you guys being a part of the show. And the fact that so many guys give us the feedback all the time, how much you enjoy the show really means a lot to us. So special thanks to Czars. Sean, thank you for coming out and joining us today and being the first from your countrymen to appear as guests on OnlySlabs. We really appreciate you for that. And guys, until next time, make sure you collect what you want. Don't listen to anybody, including me. I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Triple G's channel in just a few minutes.
Bye.